We are back here once again with another episode of the Cloud9 podcast, season 12, episode 3, as we prepare to get finished with the 2024 summer splits coming up. The LCK, LPL, LEC, and LCS. I have quite a bit of games to catch up on. They just returned some of the more important, LPL series to really go over as well. And later on in the show, we are going to be previewing the LEC 2024 playoffs, actually, because they will begin this Friday, actually, with SK Gaming taking on Team Heretics. So if you guys are new to the channel or you're a returning viewer and you have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. If you enjoyed it, comment down below. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And also, I am working really hard on getting out content for you guys. I know I said the YuGiOh channel was going to launch actually today, and I think I should be able to launch it basically Friday, actually, because I'm basically just writing out the bullet points for the introductory video that I want to do, like I've been doing with the comic channel. I did that as well. And then I've been using that format for like channel update videos. You guys have seen that format before. That's the format I'm going to use for my introduction video. And then after that, I'm going to use that same format for the gaming channel. So everything is done. All the technical work is done. All I have to do now is literally just, get the content ready for you guys. And there's so much YuGiOh news to talk about that I can't wait to finally dive back into it. Once again, is the game going to be around for a very long time? I hope so. But even if it's not, well, there's always other things that I can always dive into for long-term content usage, honestly. And if you guys have been following me on Twitch, like I said before, the only content you're pretty much going to be getting on Twitch is the Cloud9 podcast is on Twitch. Then you're also going to have the League of Legends game streams that we do. And then you're also going to be getting like watch parties. And you'll also be getting basically like game streams of any other games I would do. I know I'm supposed to make it a lot more consistent, and that will happen. So if you are still following on Twitch, we're still on Twitch. It's just the Iron Man podcast is just not on Twitch, actually, right? And we're still currently uploading episodes of the Iron Man podcast and Cloud9 podcast to the podcasting platforms. I know I'm really behind on doing that right now, but I'm working diligently on getting that done, putting out the Cloud9 podcast files on Rumble. That way, if you guys want to watch them here, you can just watch them on there. And what's the last thing to talk about? No, that's pretty much just all on updates right now. Everything's pretty much just going as smooth, and we should be getting some more news on things coming up very soon because of the San Diego Comic-Con 2024 coming up. And that week is just filled with news, trailers and comic news and all that stuff, actually. And I told Darnell, going to be going through the WNBA stuff. So I got to catch up on some of that for this weekend. That way we can talk about it on Monday. Because I know I told people that we're supposed to only be going back to that later on when the NBA season starts, later on this year for 2025. But you know what? I'll use this basically as more practice to get better with talking about like sports, honestly. I can always get better, honestly, with anything because I'm top G for a reason. But Mr. Blanks is here. And he's been doing more content, trying to rival me. He's trying to get on my level right now.
Nigga, what level? Nigga, you don't
What are you talking about?
You talk about you want to do Yu-Gi-Oh content, nigga. You got this whole other channel you could be doing, man. Let's do that, nigga.
What you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, nigga.
What you saying? Man, don't you trying to get on this level right now. You trying to be a top G. Oh my God.
What top G, nigga?
What level? Sam putting out more videos. Like talking about Nickelodeon stuff. You thought I put out your first hour-long video. How was that?
It was good. Mm-hmm. Good topic. Oh.
God, talking to a white girl. He was Selena's first black man she did a video with. That was supposed to be me. That was supposed to be me. He took my birthright right there.
This nigga mad. He mad because I took his white girl.
God damn. Good Lord, man. Why you gotta do that to me? Because I tried to do a Halloween video with her for like some news, and she basically couldn't do it. I don't know if she was nervous or not. This is pre-recorded, it wasn't even live, and she did a full hour-long video with you. What the fuck? What did I didn't do that you did? I don't even know anymore. You know?
Nigga, I got the Riz. I don't know.
What the heck? L Riz.
Nigga, you got L Riz. Nigga, I don't know what you talking about. You got L Riz. Like,
fucking hell, dude. All right. So as you guys know, Warren will still be a part of the show. I'm gonna have him on, rotating out, just give or take episodes here and there. You know, I'm gonna demote you. I'm gonna demote your episode count a season, motherfucker.
Nigga, how you gonna demote somebody when I got other shit I'm actually doing?
Oh, really?
Pokemon.
Okay. Put up. Let's go.
Nigga, I got Pokemon. That's me. I'm not gonna be here every Sunday. I'm gonna be out.
Okay, that's why I'm gonna get your season replacement. You're gonna be Ashton Kutcher. I'm gonna keep Charlie Sheen.
nigga, the show was still trash while Charlie Sheen was still on it.
God, man. Oh,
it was good the first 5.5 seasons. Season 6.
That's more than most. That's more than most fucking TV shows could say.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, because
God. You know what I was thinking about? We should. The way you and Selena did that Nickelodeon episode, we got to do one of those just on 2.5 Men. The relationship that I don't know if the writers just wanted to make sure they were never happy. The Mia relationship they had was honestly the best one. Honestly, yeah. I really don't know why they never made sure they ended up together, but whatever. You know, in TV, the saying is no one can ever be happy. And there's never good endings for TV shows. The main characters can never be happy. It feels like the writers are just perpetually putting people in depressing episodes and depressing states. Like, yeah, damn, man. Well, let's talk about some esports stuff. So we had the Esport World Cup that ended up happening. The viewership was really good, despite a lot of people saying that it wasn't that good. And it's like, now you can check the VODs. The viewership is like amazing, honestly. But to be fair, we got to factor in T1 was in the finals, and T1, like with TSM, like with Fnatic, some of these are really, really bigger, popular orgs, they just bring the big viewership. Like T1 literally, like, man, if T1 is playing on an LCK day, and then after when they're not playing, like viewership goes down because, well, obviously that has Faker on there, and they've always been very popular as an org. They've won, goddamn everything. All roads just lead back to Faker. Just always feels that way. So T1 being in the finals does have a massive impact on viewership. Yeah, do factor in next year if they don't make the finals or if they don't go. I don't know how they're going to pick who gets to go. I would like to see how the viewership pans out, but just for this year, in terms of just an opening for the event, it was really good.
From what I saw, it looked like it was just the major regions from MSI. I was like,
that's what it looked like too. Yeah.
I was like, wait a second, that's kind of boring.
This is basically just MSI, but without a losers bracket. That's literally all it is, essentially. You know. Yep. So I was thinking, like, what if BLG? What if it was just like, maybe a BLG top esports finals? Like, would it have the same viewership? I think so, because like, you're in. League is big in Asia or Asia territory.
It not big here. It is, but those teams don't have winning track records. At least top esports, or I mean, at least BLG. Top esports has won some stuff, or China.
One title ever.
I mean,
summer 2020. That's when that
night. I mean, and BLG got their first title this
year.
Yeah, it's like, I mean.
Because the LPO viewership is there, but the Korean viewership is impressive when you're looking at T1 and Genji weren't in the finals. Obviously, they got knocked out. I said this last episode too. I was very disappointed in Chovy's performance, actually.
Yep.
And people use arguments of like, what was the new meta and all this stuff. It's like, you're gonna factor in with League, because League's a game you can get away with these kind of things. Is you don't always have to play the newest stuff. I've seen some teams just default back to their normal play styles. T1 doesn't even really play like the newest shit very well. They just go back to the same shit that's always worked for them. Like, Guma is not very good at certain ADCs. He just plays the shit he's been good at, like Jhin, Jinx, Aphelios, champions he just destroys people on. Like Guma's not very good at Ezreal or Zeri, as we've seen. Before was playing Sivir. Okay, So I don't really get the excuse of like, it was a new patch. It's like, no, if you aren't comfortable on a new patch, play the same stuff then. Because I think I said before too, man. people overreact to some of these nerfs anyway. Some people were reacting to the Aurelian Soul nerfs, and then Chovy played him, made him look really, really good. Oh, damn, this champion must be pretty fucking good, you know? So, yeah, Genji losing is just massively disappointing. Does it count towards, like, the Golden Road, as people said? I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really care if it counts towards that. I mean, most people count MSI and Worlds as, like, the biggest tournaments to win. It's really just up to you. But it's mostly just a subjective opinion.
Yeah.
If you do, cool. If you don't, then cool. You know, I imagine they're disappointed for not winning because people got to factor in when it comes to these H teams, they're disappointed they don't win anything. Their standard is, I win this. Nothing else matters. That's it. It doesn't matter if it's considered irrelevant or relevant. They need to win. You know, you saw MSI earlier this year when T1 lost to BLG again. They were devastated.
They were devastated, but I could tell Fake. I think the other 4 were like devastated. Faker, I don't think he cared. I think his mind is he doesn't give a shit about MSI.
I think Faker also, he would never admit this, but I think if he loses to a team that's just as good as them, it doesn't hurt as bad because you know you're not getting upset by a worse
It's
team.
like if T1 would have lost to
like G2, they got past, you know.
G2 maybe. Caps beat him before. I think he might think Caps is good. If they would have lost to Team Liquid, I think tears
would have started running down their face.
I don't think we would have started
North America. But I don't think we were like, we lost to North America. Fuck. Running back.
I don't think tears would be running down his face. I think because you know how APA is just shit talking. You know how it is.
He didn't do that to Faker. He hasn't shit talked Faker yet. He has been a part of multiple games.
Yeah, because
he knows where his bread is buttered.
You don't want because think about it. Of course, I get those two fucking built, but it's like you don't want to think about this. Mm-hmm. You got 2 guys on the team who played with Faker. Or no, one played against him, one played with him. Do you really want to shit talk somebody like and know like think about it. Impact knows how he is. Do you really want to shit talk somebody like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like
because you know what APA said on Twitter after they lost to T1? He said we had a real shot at winning this event, and then Impact just told him to shut up.
Yeah, because think about it. Impact's the only one that'd be like, Shut the fuck up.
And then APA was like, shut up, old man. You know, also fun fact. Ever since Impact left SKT, when they were called that back in the day, Impact's actually never beaten Faker on any of the teams he's been on throughout the years. Ever, actually. It feels like that. Isn't that kind of crazy that he's left Korea for many years? He's just never been able to beat any of Faker's teams on the international stage ever. That's just go show you how like dominant like SKT have been, or like this how bad the LCS could be. Because remember earlier this year back at MSI, this is how bad NA is for a lot of people. Now Fnatic sucks now. You know when Team Liquid first beat Fnatic earlier this year at MSI? That's the first time an LCS team had ever beaten Fnatic in a best of series ever. That happened just this year. They had only ever beaten them in best of ones in like round robin parts of tournaments. They had never ever beaten Fnatic in a best of 5 or a best of series. Like that's crazy to think about when you really like factor in all these many years, you know? That's the thing. People say, yeah, I'll agree. Team Liquid did play very well against T1. They played against T1 better this time than they did last time. Last time that shit was kind of scuffed. They had, I think like game two was close, but and they had a game 3, but I don't know if I would really measure that to this level. This time around, they had a legit chance of winning. And, well, guys, UMT is just bad. I'm sorry. UMT stinks. He's awful. Did you not see what he did against them? He W flashed in on Faker because he thought no one else was there with him. Even if you didn't know that, why would Faker just be by himself at that part of the game when they're hovering around Baron, trying to start Baron? Why would he be by himself? That wouldn't even make logical sense, you know? You can't win with a guy like that. He's just so beyond dumb macro-wise. Like, and APA actually had a good series, you know? APA had a good series. Core JJ probably had his best series he's had in like fucking a long time. Like, this man's been perma running it down forever, honestly. He finally had a good series against T1 and they lost. Like Jan has been playing pretty good overall for Team Liquid. I don't think you look at this tournament as a disappointment. They realistically, they should come back and just kind of win the summer split. I really
they clapped the fuck out of Fnatic. Like,
dude, Noah is such a fat fuck. Dude,
we need to break down.
Did you watch the live game?
Yeah.
At one point, Noah had 24 CS to Jan's 76 on Lucian.
Yes.
He was just getting gapped.
We need to break down every team in who was at this 8-man tournament. We can start with.
Let's just do it by region then. We'll do Europe first. Let's do Fnatic then. It's already on them.
Fnatic,
trash.
Just trash. They ain't show up.
All you gotta do, don't even finish the game. Watch the laning phase of Noah, then stop watching. That's it. That'll just depress you enough. Humanoid, we know his brain's been turned off. His brain don't work. That shit is just on. That's not on autopilot. He's just not giving a fuck anymore. He can literally, I promise you guys, he can be on Caps' level. He really can. You can tell he can. But he just doesn't care. He just don't try.
Yeah.
He just does horrible decisions. His decision-making is awful. Razork, I feel sorry for him. He has to do so much for the team to work, and he himself ends up looking silly when the team doesn't do well. Oscar Renan he's just the black people say he's just okay. He's not a difference maker.
He's
not a difference maker. He doesn't do anything special. He doesn't really advance the game. He won't really lose you a game, but he just kind of is there, you know? Like, he can only really play Cassante very well, but it's like, well, okay, I should expect that, obviously, out of most people, to play Cassante at that level very well. Jun can't help Noah. Noah's beyond so fat. He was probably so hungry with them damn engages. He was so bad, bro. Just getting absolutely clapped. I told people the reason why they gave him Corki was because Corki you could just less int on. And Corki could scale very well. Then if you put it in the bot lane, you have a late game insurance for this champion to carry you out of a situation. This man was just getting so gapped. If this guy's getting gapped like that by Jan, he's just going to lose to anybody at that point, you know?
Exactly.
The Fnatic roster just needs to I don't know if they're making Worlds. I hope they don't make Worlds. Honestly, I hope they don't make Worlds. That way they can just blow up the roster and just go and say, GG, go next year. Because it's horrible, man. It's awful watching this team play. They have no team coordination. It feels like when they're fucking playing, they're just doing stuff. They don't even really make things happen that much either. It feels like there's no plan coordination. It feels like they're just trying random shit out, trying to get anything going. We've seen this all year. How many times do I have to see this? Please, I'm not really religious, but please, there's gods out there. How long do I got to keep watching this team perform? It's awful. It's horrible. It feels like there's just no life anymore. That's why I said going into summer split, swap out Noah with anybody. Someone has to get swapped out because there's just no way this team can work. There's no coordination. The macros off. Their objective setups are really not there. Like the team fighting is there, but it only really happens when teams kind of into them. And even when Team Liquid was kind of throwing against them, they still lost. It's
that was bad. Team Liquid didn't even play their best game, and Fnatic couldn't do shit. I was like, yeah, this series is trash. I was like, yeah.
Wasn't the first game Impact played Mordekaiser?
Yeah.
Or was it the game 2? One of them, you played Mordekaiser and just completely shit stomped them.
I think that was game 2, but that could have been game 8. I'm not going. That series was such a blur. It was like, holy fuck.
All I remember was Noah getting so hard gapped bot lane that made the whole series for me.
And the sad part about it, that was the second game of the day. The second series of the day. The first series was actually the good series. The second one was like, oh, okay, yep, go back to sleep. Or matter of fact, not go back to sleep because I was at work watching this shit live. But the thing is, I couldn't find the English channel for the first 2 days. I was watching the Vietnamese stream. Holy fuck.
You watching them El Rapidos?
I couldn't understand what the fuck they were talking about. All I heard was Impact in this and there's something about Cordier and APA, but the way they say APAs, it sounded like they were saying Yappa. I was like, oh fuck. Oh god. And then it was just Yappas in the chat. I was like, oh fuck. Because it was like, yeah, Yappa, and people call him Kappa because he was and then they call him Clapper because he was clapping on Fnatic. I was like, oh god.
And this even T1. I does this man got how many more games of Ziggs do we got? This man is just a possessed monster on Ziggs. You just don't give it to him. At this point now, this tournament, no more. This guy should never be on Ziggs ever again. If you give this guy Ziggs and you lose free games because of it, that's your fault. That is a you problem, and you need to fire that fucking coach.
Team Liquid was like, not Team Liquid. T1 was like, okay, well, we'll just let them have one free game, and then they fucked them.
Cole was like, okay, this guy's actually pretty cracked on this champion. You probably should this guy's champion.
But Fnatic, what the fuck were you doing picking Cassidy?
They drafted Cassidy. Oh no!
Varus top into a Rumble?
He thought he was Merwin. Only person that could play Varus top in LEC is Merwin. Oscar and I'm sorry, bro. Nah. It's okay. It's all good.
And then you
Noah on Kaisa
with Yud and Alistar. Like, was this fair? I thought this was fearless draft at first, the way they were drafted. I was like, wait a second. They gave APA Zed first.
Look at this. Why is he by himself? Right here.
Oh,
he's
no.
By himself. And he knows Rumble's there. Like Rumble isn't gonna just all in on his ass right there. Like, why is he by himself?
Another thing too, stop giving Impact Rumble. Can you stop doing that? Because it did. I was like, Jesus, stop giving Impact Rumble. Just no. I'm watching this shit. I was like, the minute I saw Ziggs go for it, I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Fnatic chose death. No, Fnatic chose death. They was like, they just ripped them old, like Fnatic grabbed the death note and just ripped their own name in it. And I was like, really? It's like,
motherfucker Oscar and built Terminus first on Varus, like fucking dog shit itemization. He built Terminus as his first item on Varus, and I'm like, all right, just let's just go to game 2. Like, why are you guys even here?
It was like everybody has that one champion that you give up, you're just auto losing. Like, I don't know what your champion is. Mine is Seraphine for support, and depending on the comp, Jinx honestly. You know what champion I'm actually getting a lot better now? Senna. If I get a good Senna comp, it's GG.
I usually win most Senna games. Senna's pretty. If you know how to pilot her very well, game's over. Honestly.
Bob will tell you this: if you give me a good copy of Tristana, oh my fucking god, just go next. It's gonna be a murder. That or Sejuani. Like,
I don't lose any Sejuani games really, unless the team is ultra giga running it down.
I played with 4 bots one time and still won because I was Sejuani carry had 34 kills. I was just stunning motherfuckers, knocking
34 kills on a battle pig. Why are you making that pig do all the work for you, man? That motherfucker tired. Give that motherfucker some
I had 380. I was playing with the Jinx that didn't know what to do with the fucking how do I land the W? I was like, nigga, what?
How do you land a point and click? What?
Exactly. One guy said it's a point and click. You point and you click, nigga. Oh, dude, that my team was so toxic.
It's like the guy in ARAM where he told us, how do I do a skill shot? What the fuck? And then a friend was like, how do I dodge? You click in different directions?
That one, I had the motherfucker who was like, I'm going to choose Draven. Nigga, I don't play Draven. Nigga, you had Misfortune, you had Zeri, and I don't know about Zeri. I got an S tier game out of Filials one time out of nowhere. I fucking popped off and I had 2 pentas in one game. It was like, 2 quadras, and then I got the penta that the guy entered right in. I was like, oh, okay, he's just gonna gate right in and just let me get the penta. All right, cool. And then the game was over. He was like,
all you guys need to see from this game, all you need to do, just game 2, watch Noah's laning phase. All you need to do. Razork picks Kha'Zix, I think he picked it. He picked Kha'Zix into Rumble and Zinzhao and Talia.
With Noah playing Corky as an ADC. You thought that was a good idea? This is why I saw a
Look at that CS gap right there. Look at that CS gap.
Yep.
Look at that CS gap. 88 to 32. 88 to 32 at 10 minutes in.
Was the quarterfinals fearless draft and no one told us? I thought this was fearless draft. There's no way. Who the fuck picks Corky?
No, it literally just yeah. No, but remember, Fnatic's been doing that. And the reason I told you the only reason why they're doing it is because they don't trust him on anything else to carry. So they'll flex Corky.
Just give him Misfortune.
Insurance policy. You think you can play Misfortune?
Misfortune is a good insurance policy.
Dude,
Misfortune
properly. I wouldn't trust him with the
Jinx,
honestly.
Jinx.
He actually can play Jinx somewhat relatively decently.
Then I played him on Jinx first pick. I'm letting him know you're gonna have to kill this pick. Nah, it's like
look at that 136 to 72 at 15 minutes in. He got blasted.
He got blasted
in the bot lane.
And then they gave Corday Nami. Oh god, yeah, no, you was asking to lose.
They give him Lucian Nami. Talia outranges their whole comp. Rumble just destroys their whole comp.
Thing about Corday is slightly it's on Nami because he knows if his Lucian gets ahead, it's GG's.
And then Noah just goes bot lane with no vision. Not
I guess the fucking Rumble. I guess the Rumble
dies because he's hungry. He's trying to go and eat KFC in Saudi Arabia or some shit. I don't know. Like fucking trash team.
They got some good chicken out there. They got grilled chicken out there.
Steaks too.
I'm trying to see. Is
Saudi Arabia? Yeah, I remember. Okay, they won that one. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Fnatic. I know they're going to go back to the LEC, but I'll be honest here. There's no way they should get to finals like they did in last split. There's no way. The APA, Fnatic is so unpredictable good lord. The LEC, I should say, is so unpredictable. Could happen, maybe, but I really hope they don't get to the finals. The team is so bad.
Yeah.
Like, dumpster. Nothing else, just dumpster, honestly.
I saw that shit.
All that shit in the trash, man.
I saw that shit. I was like, yo, this shit's trash. Yeah, this shit is bad.
I want to show Chaz the APA tweet because this man always talking shit. APA is just always going off. I think we had a real chance of winning this tournament. This is after their series against T1. If we were just a little bit better, we will work hard to keep improving and go into Worlds even stronger. You actually did pretty fine. Your jungler has no sense of macro at all.
Yeah.
Quite literally threw the entire series away. They actually had a legit shot at winning, and he was like, I want to go home. I just want to not be here. Flash W'd on a Talia. He had no idea where anyone else was at because he said, and people were like, he didn't know they were not there. He should be doing it anyway. Why would you assume he was by himself? That is like the oldest trick in the book. They wouldn't be by himself because T1 were prepping for Baron. Why would they just have to leave there by himself? And then Impact is just like cringe.
Yeah.
just shut up. Go back to bed.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah,
you know what's crazy? APA, he ain't never gonna shit talk Faker. You know where his bread is buttered. You better shut that mouth up.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. T1 world champs. Oh my god. He says, I don't know. I think you gapped Faker all 3 games, but Midland is just a weak role. Junglers have too much impact on game state.
Oh,
what he means is Owner gapped the shit out of Umpty. To be fair, Owner actually played. Owner's been a player where if he's really on, he's super good. But when he doesn't have his good weeks, he looks pretty bad. This tournament, he played really, really well.
He was on.
That Nidalee game was just gap. Just straight up. But
I don't know why motherfuckers keep giving him
because usually T1 he gets to be always the what would you say, not role player. He's always on the facilitating champions that set up the team. He's like, Coma, can I have a carry champion game? Here's Nidalee. Show me what you got. almost perfect game. Died once.
Yeah.
What else does man got to prove? Can he play T1 Coma? Let the man play carries. But then again, I know why you always can't do that because, too many carry champions in a game cannot also work very well.
Yeah.
If you maintain this level of performance and your team improves, you might make deep into Worlds. This year, macro-wise, your team looks tier 1 macro. Okay, so the macro thing I agree with, but macro mostly comes from your jungler if they're smart enough about how to actually play the game. Unless gets better at just thinking and playing out the game better, they can't do much more. I mean, Jan stepped up. APA stepped up. I don't think Core JJ is going to be stepping up. I don't think he'll be as good going back to the LCS. I think he'll just start being the same person, honestly.
Okay.
What else is here? I think that's it. I never gave up on your guys. Proud to be a TL fan. Just make no mistake, and you can win. Okay, shut up.
I don't know if they can win. I mean, they can if a bunch of Chinese Korean teams, get sick.
Doesn't count. Don't care about a Saudi tournament. If it's not MSI or Worlds, it doesn't count. That's why he's apologizing that they couldn't win. Doesn't count. Doesn't matter. But he's apologizing that
I'm
didn't win.
Right now, even if it did count, you think you was gonna was it? Even if you got past T1, say you beat T1.
This is such copium right here. I don't think the players are trying. Yeah, you think Faker? If anyone thinks Faker goes to an international event and doesn't try, you are just plain retarded. I'm sorry.
Not even that. Think about this. Okay.
Oh my god! Did you read the second part? I'm glad we didn't win.
Nigga, what? Nah, that's cold.
Where's the bridge? Where's the bridge?
I don't want to hear people trying to make excuses for why it counts.
Did I just read what I just read? Did I know what you typed?
Right. Yo, I gotta, oh my God. Yeah, repost that. Yeah,
let me just, here. Oh my God. Let me just put that right there.
Think about this. Even if Team Liquid beats T1, guess who's on the other side waiting for them? Either Top Esports,
team that clapped them at MSI.
Either
Top
Top
Esports beat the shit out of
Top
them.
Esports or G2. What is more likely Top Esports? Imagine if Genji was actually playing and actually wanted to play. Imagine Genji versus Team Liquid in the finals. Chovy versus APA. Upti versus Canyon.
Yeah.
Yeon versus Pay. See, do you really want to Jackie Love go against Yeon? You really want to do that? You really want to do that? You really want Upti go against TN? They already told you to shut the fuck up once. Think about it if Team Liquid got to the final. And Top Esports like, yeah, but you go talk shit to them. They already told you to shut up, and then they shut you up. They're gonna do it again. And they're gonna beat you even harder. Like Top Esports was like, oh, okay. Oh, you the motherfucker that was talking last time. Yeah, man. You ever talk shit to Chinese people? They don't forget that shit. They don't forget that shit. Talk shit to
especially against Americans. Especially against America.
Talk shit to a Chinese person in a Chinese restaurant and see what the fuck happens. Like Yappo was lucky he wasn't in a Chinese restaurant. Oh my God, they would have put his dust all in the chicken. Nut drop soup. Yeah. APA go, man. He was getting fucked either way. Oh, you beat Fnatic and then you beat T1. Now, guess what? You got Top Esports that's ready to clap you. You remember last time you was talking shit and we beat you before, we'll beat you again. And in Mandarin. Or simplified Chinese, whichever language they speak.
TJS. What's up, girl? How you doing?
What's up, TJS?
Oh, like you got to factor in. Even if Team Liquid did beat T1, that'd be a major upset. But you have to face Top Esports, a team that stylistically crushed them before.
And then also they was already playing pissed off because Yappa would shut the fuck up. Think about
dude, you remember when you watching the stream? You know how the audio was a problem for a tournament where you could literally hear Core JJ rapping in Korean about moves on the map.
Yeah.
I heard him on the map. He was just spitting bars. He was going off.
Yo.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah,
that might be the biggest L tweet I've ever seen. Well, the tournament doesn't count. I don't care if we win. Okay, then by that logic, why do you watch it then? If it doesn't count, why watch?
Yeah, it's like
people are so dumb. If the tournament doesn't matter, first of all, it mattered to the orgs to go because first of all, they got money to go. Like all these orgs we know are kind of bleeding for money.
Yeah.
They went because they need to get paid.
And Team Liquid got like 100. Team Liquid got 100,000 because they came in top 4. They were top 4.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
If someone says coming top 4 and getting 100K to matter, we know your ass is broke.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, you broke as fuck.
Broke niggas need to shut up about that. That nigga Ryan Jones sound like a broke nigga. He's only one of those Team Liquid fans that can't afford to buy a jersey at full price. They gotta wait to discount. Nigga, shut up. Shut your ass up, man. But let's get back to the LEC.
G2.
G motherfucking 2. They look bad. They just look bad all around. They barely beat FlyQuest. Holy shit.
They really beat FlyQuest because of Broken Blade, honestly.
Yeah,
Broken Blade is for sure made sure that they should keep him. Like he can be a carry top laner. I don't know why he doesn't always get carried.
Blade and the top for FlyQuest look bad. Whippo and Inspire look bad this fucking tournament. They look bad. Quad looked like a upgrade over Jetson, but that's not saying much when your 2 leaders are getting fucking stomped and your 2 new guys are actually looking decent. I was like, what the fuck? Like Masu and Busio look decent. Inspire looked like he's booty goose. You know, that shit's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But I don't know. Both of them looked. I'm not even gonna say bad, but yeah, no. G2 looked Jesus. God,
it just looks so bad. Like Mickey X? I don't know if he's given up on Hansama, but he's been straight running it lately.
Yeah,
Hansama hasn't had the same level of impact as he used to have on the team. Caps can show that he's still the best mid potentially in the West, but the top esports game is a really apparent one of it where he picked LeBlanc, a champion we know he's very good at, a champion we know he can carry on. He got gapped by Cream. Like he had a point where they basically just neutralized him the entire time, you know?
Yeah. Oh man. I think Yikes looked all right.
That Vi game he had was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was a quite stinker, but that was one of those.
It's quite the shit.
Yep. Yikes. Get it? Yikes.
Ugh.
Yikes.
Like, because we know, because people are saying, well, I don't think that G2 will potentially make the finals of the LEC or not win it, but there's only so much. They're at the point now where they've they've won LEC a lot. They can't really beat the Asian teams internationally because they still couldn't beat Team 1 even when they had a close series the first time around. They got gapped the second time around. Top Esports figured them out. Remember, they beat Top Esports 3-0 last time in a best-of-5 series. This time around, they were like, quick work. Game 2, quick work. Game 1 was somewhat of a back-and-forth game, but once it got into the comp they picked was so bad because Top Esports' comp just outscaled them so hard.
Yep.
They couldn't do anything. I remember that was the game that they gave over. What was that game? They gave over because I know game 2 they had Vi.
Yeah. Oh no, that was the fuck. What game was that? It was
game 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why game 1. They gave over Tristana. Yeah, the Tristana pick was just too much for them as the game went on. I remember, they had Hansama on Sivir. Oh my god, man. It's so bad. And then game 2, 369, because he's so fine. Just pulls out Kennen. Kennen against Varus, LeBlanc, and Vi. Yep. He does one whole team getting wrecked.
Yep.
Oh shit. Yeah. Top Esports, just like with T1. Top Esports and T1 figured out how G2 played the game and then just mowed through them the second time around. Keep in mind, every single time G2 plays an Asian team close the first time, they get gapped the second time around. For some reason, these Asians are able to easily identify how you beat them the second time around. The first time it's messy, but the second time around it's just insanely much more clean.
Exactly.
Like, that's really odd that they can beat them in a best of 5, 3-0. Because obviously, point out that Mickey X and Hansama had a really, really good day that day. I told people it wasn't super indicative of Top Esports' strength, and Cream was definitely choking at MSI. Like, he was having that tournament. He was just not feeling himself. This tournament, he was just like, all right, I ain't in China. My pressure's gone. Now I just start climbing.
Yep, in China.
Good God, man. Yep. He showed up really, really big, honestly. So that's it for G2 and Fnatic. I mean, for the LPL, if you aren't watching the LPL, I know we are, BLG, they are good, but Knight is kind of struggling a little bit right now. They don't look as good, I would say. It's the best way of putting it.
Yeah, no, they look beatable, and that's the scary thing, because now you have.
Did you hear the news that they're trying to put Way on the roster, RNG's jungler?
Yeah. Over Tia, that would make sense, but I don't know.
No, Jun.
And Way as well. Way is also.
No. They're trying to get Way to replace Jun or be a 6-man. But 6-man rosters never worked. I don't even know why they would do that. 6-man rosters are literally like, well, if he's not playing good one game, I can swap out this guy. But that hurts team cohesion about how you think it played the game. I think they're looking at, and Jun has not been playing that good, but I wouldn't really just go and get a 6-man because Jun's been having a few off games here and there. I think this just happens with pro play. At some point, when someone is pretty good and consistent and carry oriented like Jun is, at some point he's not going to be, because it's just how this works, though. But I think they're overreacting right now. I don't think their performance right now warrants them to get a new jungler. I'm sorry. I think they're just overreacting, honestly. I think they'll be fine in a long term with Jun. Now, if Jun keeps tanking it in some games that he has, then obviously I would work on potentially maybe figuring out what I would just figure out what the issue is before you just get a new jungler, because that might just kill his confidence to play later on anyway, But Way was, I never even thought Way was all that good. Even when RNG was winning, he was only really good on like a few jungle picks here and there. I don't think you're getting that big of an upgrade, even if they're trying to implement Way into the team. I'm sorry, I really don't see. I don't see the move. Honestly, I just think it's kind of stupid. Honestly, because BLG in their group, where did they? Because they're in the playoffs, big group. They haven't played yet. Where did they finish in the fearless draft section? Let me see.
I think they're 5-1.
Some replacement. Let's see. BLG finish.
I think they're 5-1, right? 5-1, 6-1.
I think you're right. Yeah. They were 5-1 and 11-3 in match record.
Yep.
Does that really warrant a jungle change? Really? I don't think so. Honestly. All right. Let's. So you said FlyQuest. I know you love Inspired. FlyQuest definitely. Yeah. Quad played well. Whipple had some good plays here and there, but you're like, Like, I think you're right earlier. Quad is an upgrade over Jensen, but I think the bot lane is still just rather, I don't know, weak. Even when Matsu has a good game.
But they did perform well at the EWC. My opinion, they performed better than. They performed better than Whipple and Inspired. Whipple and Inspired were just they were fucking.
He had a good Renekton game. Like that Renekton game was kind of good, but he just got outscaled later on because Mundo just completely outscales Renekton. He can't.
Oh my god.
Cut him through. He can't basically do enough damage to out sustain him. Mundo will just out sustain you later on as the game goes on. Plus, the game 3 comp is so diff. They gave well, first of all, they gave Masu Ziggs. They gave their carry oriented ADC Ziggs. That's
you put
Lucio's on Leona, so he has to engage constantly. It's like, oh fuck. Inspire gets to be on a mage jungler. Inspired, your carry jungler should probably not be on mage junglers.
That's why I thought the first round was like fearless draft. Because I was like, what the fuck is this? Who? Because it felt like nobody was picking the same pick twice. I was like, what's the first round fearless draft decided? That's what it felt like. I was like, who the fuck picked Ziggs and ADC?
You can do that, but you usually do Ziggs ADC as for like what we said earlier about Noah and Corki, because you think they can't carry sufficiently, so you give them something that has those qualities.
You do that if you're 2-0 up in the series knowing you can beat this team. You don't do this COD 1-1. Like going into game 3. You don't do that.
Yep.
You really go put all and now you need Lucio to engage while he's already getting caught out going for the fucking jungle. Oh god, okay. All right. And if he even gets down 30 CS, it's a wrap. Masu can't fuck up. He gets down CS, they're done. Okay. All right. This team's trash. It's like, holy shit.
Like the comp was just so gap.
So gap, yes. And
like
it was just
they gave over Tristana, Ashe, and Jin Zhao, and Braum. And Inspired just to be on Karthus. And for the meta right now is basically 80 mids, mage junglers. I don't really know if you give Masu Ziggs, honestly. Like, I'm not saying the games were like super one-sided. Like, this was definitely a close series. Like, they had a chance at winning. But Game 3's draft, the moment their comp doesn't win past like 25 minutes, it's essentially G2's game to win at that point. There's no way. Renekton is awful in side lanes compared to Mundo later on as the game goes on. You can't do anything. What else is on? FlyQuest. They won game 1? I think they did.
Yeah, game 1 and they lost it. I think it was 1 or 2.
Oh my god, G2. Yeah, they gave him. For some reason, G2 gave him Skarner. G2 gave him Skarner.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And then this is, oh my god, what Impact did in the finals against T1. Why did teams this tournament? For some reason, they're like, you know what? Fuck it. Udyr. I'm sorry. Udyr is a trap pick. Udyr is bad. I'm sorry. It's a bad pick. Trash.
Yeah, no, you play Udyr, but you might as well just be like, oh, hey, guys, we're going to pick Udyr. That's it. We're going to book our tickets home now. Like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, okay.
Speed run to that airport. Yep, that airport about to be packed.
That's what Fnatic did. Fnatic got round trip that same day.
MSI 2. Happened to MSI 2 with the PSG. Remember? With BLG. They're Ozzy, that terrible top laner. Motherfucker's like Udyr. Whippo. Udyr. Impact. Game deciding shit here. Udyr.
Yep. Gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. They went with Udyr and got clapped for it.
What other series is there to talk about? Oh, I mean, okay, so we had the TL Team Liquid series. Okay, so most of the series is boiled down to base like macro. So Team Liquid played really well game 1. They destroyed them in game 1. Games 2 and 3 are the real exciting factors because game 2, not only Team 1 are winning most of it throughout the entirety of it. Yeah. And then they started kind of slipping in the middle part of it for some reason. But even after that, Team Liquid even managed to win a team fight, and they did very well in that. But then again, since Team Liquid are so bad at macro compared to them, their base get destroyed, and Zeus TP'd in, and Zeus won the game for them. And then in game 3, well, you know what happens there.
Yeah.
Game 3. Let me make sure I went and watched game 3 properly. Game 3, Zeus, I don't know if he was trolling. Remember how they dove him, and he just TP'd back? I was like, what are you doing? He got dove once. The wave was coming up. Man was like, top ramen tonight for me, or I'm not getting fed. Coma probably went, no food for you. Like, what the hell? Like, they did well in that game, but it's like, God damn, man. Like, Zeus definitely has mechanics. He's definitely not bad. But this man's eye for the game is really odd. I really don't understand it sometimes, honestly. Who else was here? Yeah, this was the game. This was game 2. Okay, so this is the part that here we go. So I'll show you right now what I'm talking about. First, I don't know why Impact's playing Udyr on a game where they have to win it to advance. Guess he just took a page out of Whipple's fucking book too. And Team 1's comp is very late game, safe skirmish heavy, like they've been playing for their entire time together, honestly. This is basically just Team 1 bread and butter. So hard they're doing the Baron, or Umpty engages on them somewhere. Where was he at? Oh my god. I think it was about right somewhere here. Impact and Umpty were just trying to throw the game. I really don't know what the hell they were trying to do, honestly. Did they get Baron in this part? I'm trying to remember where the part. I think it's right here. Here we go. Okay. So I understand he can't probably see them over here because we can't, because we're watching from a spectator point of view. It makes no sense to think he's by himself. It just makes no sense. Okay. I want you to see what he does. He sees Faker. He goes, hey guys, I found them. Look how far they are away from him. He can't even get to they can't possibly help him. Put Impact side laning on Udyr right now. I know these motherfuckers can't see. That's why he wears glasses. Flashed, W'd to Faker just to get insta blown up. Whole game's ruined when he did that shit. Game over. Impact TPs, and then Zeus TPs, then fucking Impact dies, and then Baron. APA can't put out any consistent damage right there because if he steps up, then he himself is going to get aggressed upon or engaged on. Or JJ just randomly flashed for no reason despite Ashe not having her ult up. What is this? Like, what the hell is going on here, man? Like, I really will not understand why he did that. Just threw the entire macro portion of that game away for Team Liquid. And they were playing a really good series there. They were playing a great series up until that point. They do this Baron. I think they don't. No, I think he steals it from here. Yeah, he stole it. And then he's like, oh, thanks for the leash. Goodbye. Thank you. Come again. What the?
Yep.
Not only did Impact and Umpty throw the game, they're like, can we start Baron? I think we can. Nope. Okay. And now they got the Baron stolen. My guys, come on. I know there's a lot. I know there's pressure. I know you're in a really high stakes game here. You don't get a loser's bracket here in this tournament. But goddamn, you could have potentially taken this if you had literally just played it a lot more smarter. First of all, Owner just charges his assault fucking hell. Visibilities, or I forgot what they're called. Assault battery. So he charges up his Vault Breaker, just goes in, waits. Right. I don't know. Like, did APA not have his ult? APA has his ult. He could just like knock him out of there. He could just knock him over the wall. Rakan could just charm him. Keep in mind, Umpty could W him unless he doesn't have it up. Keep in mind, there's a reason why Owner could get it in steal. There's no readily CC available on this team unless Umpty uses his W or APA just knocks him out of the Baron pit. Horrible time to start Baron. And the APA is like, yep, we're trash. You can just finish us off. We're losing our brains here.
Yep.
Just, God, man, it's depressing. That's so sad. The series of macro mistakes from this team, and this is why the Asian teams will always be better. Things like that, just things like that, things that they know better at and still don't do good at all. And I get it. Team did play a very good series, but you can't look at that and go, T1 themselves didn't really play that well until the finals, specifically. The final they played very good in. If the teams can't beat them when they're like not playing good, or like Zeus is having an off tournament, or like Keria is not playing as well as he normally would. If you can't even beat them when they're playing bad by their standards, I'm supposed to expect you to beat them when they're at like full power. That's just not going to happen.
Exactly.
Remember, guys, they can't even beat them when they're not playing good. When do you beat them then? Tell me when you beat them then.
In 2027, when
0-4 in this game too. Maybe when they have Poopy on their roster. Poopy's the main starter.
At that point, Poopy might be better and actually beat him. Fuck it.
Oh shit! Oh god! Zeus even went like almost 0-5 in this game because he was not playing good at all. Owner did have a great series. I will give him that. Owner had a great tournament himself overall. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the Esports World Cup. T1 win it. Genji.
I'm not gonna. At first, I was saying they would look bad, but I was like, and then I saw them beat.
They didn't look bad. They looked horrible.
Who the fuck did whoever they beat? I forgot who they beat up today. They beat whoever. I felt bad for the team.
They had a.
I'm tired. Oh, Genji looked like the person that got beat up, and then their father was talking shit to him.
They got that wake up call. No, Motto was like, "Y'all don't eat tonight unless you beat these motherfuckers hard." You gotta understand, Korean teams, the caring and not mattering, that's a fan thing to debate. They want to win the entire thing, and people factor in if Genji, let's say hypothetically, Genji or T1 win Worlds, or a team from the LCK that might have a miracle run. If one of these orgs win Worlds, that means every event this year was won by the LCK. Just LCK supremacy.
Yep.
And it's also crazy that every single time Genji and T1 are on opposite sides of the bracket to face in the finals internationally,
one of them
keeps saying the bargain up.
A lot of people kept saying that BLG was going to knock out T1 and Genji was going to knock out Top Esports. It was the opposite. A lot of people's brackets were fucked immediately.
God. And the BLG T1 one is always really close.
My bracket was actually perfect because I said Top Esports was going. I saw Top Esports going to be Genji in 3, not 2-0 sweep. I was like, okay. I had Team Liquid over Fnatic. I saw Fnatic with garbage. I was like, they're garbage. G2's going to be Flag Quest. I thought that was going to be a 2-0. I was wrong. And I said T1 BLG was 2. I said 2-1 BLG or T1. I saw that. I was like, damn. 2 of my teams got going against each other. I was like, damn, that's sad. And then I was like, okay, whoever wins gets to beat the fuck out of Team Liquid. And then T1 looked all right, I guess. Team Liquid. I was like, and then Top Esports. I think I had the series. No, I had the series going for. I had T1.
Once T1 was confirmed to make the finals with Top Esports, I was like, yeah, T1 probably just wins the whole thing, honestly.
Yeah.
T1 are just a stronger team, honestly.
I already said it, Dad. I thought it was going to be a T1 Genji final. I was like, all right, cool. They did this. Okay.
Every time they're on the opposite side of the bracket, because you know in tournaments, like usually they'd be on the same side. They would have to probably face in the semis. No, they've actually been on opposite sides of the bracket both time, and only T1's kept at the end of the fucking bargain. They're like, we made it to the finals. What about you guys? Oh, fuck off.
No, MSI.
Yeah. And the only time they did things internationally, T1 won it in 5, actually.
Yep. It was like
that's just like Chovy quite literally ran it down on Corki. He played the macro part of it really good. Like he got the structures down, but he just couldn't. And he's known for playing Corki good. I don't know if he was not playing good on that day. I don't know if he ate something. He was kind of sick. Like I don't know. He usually always plays Corki very good.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like,
and then in game 2, Mata's like, wait, all right, tournament over. Let's just go.
I saw that. I was like, all right, okay, Genji doesn't give a fuck. All right, no, because
running that shit.
I was watching the game around 11:30. They said they were 7 hours ahead of me. That's me. That's about. I think that's about 6:30.
Yeah,
it was about 6:30. I was like, okay, these motherfuckers are gonna be home in time to sleep in their own beds. Okay, I see what they're doing. All right, Genji doesn't give a fuck about this. To me, I don't think this breaks up the Golden Road. I don't think it does.
Because that's unless whatever someone determines to them if this counts as a tournament. Because I'll be honest here, if Genji had won the event, people would be like, oh, well, they've won everything. Because now that they've not won it, people are like, well, now it's not the Golden Road. It's like, yeah, people are doing that. What's it called? Hindsight 2020? You know?
Yeah.
Let's be honest, man. I love Genji a lot. But if Genji had won, a lot of people would have been like, well, it's the Golden Road. They're about to win everything. But now that they didn't, it's like, hello?
It's one of those things where it's like, and then people say, "Oh, as soon as Faker he saw World in it, he actually gave a fuck." Because you remember I kept telling you, Faker does not give a fuck about MSI. Like you see, though, he won 2 MSIs and did not give a fuck. He was happy when he won MSIs, but now it's like world is bust. It's like worlds are bust. Like, but he's the first person now. He's the first person to have an MSI championship and World Cup championship in Worlds. Did he ever win MSI final MVP and Worlds final MVP? He has, right?
No, one of the MSIs he won, Wolf back in the day, won MVP final.
In the other MVP, it wasn't him, right?
No, because that's the one that because he won 2016 and 2017. I wonder who won. Did he win Finals MVP in 2016? I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember. I don't think he did.
Oh, I know he got MVP.
He should.
Oh, I know he got MVP for the
maybe
World
Duke
Cup.
did. Oh, I think Duke or Bang. No, sorry, Duke or Blank won Finals MVP in 2016 against CLG. That'd be kind of weird if he. I gotta look that up, honestly. I don't remember, honestly.
All I know is now he has a World Cup to his name, and people are trying to say, "Oh, but it's controversial." I was like, first of all, it was going to be controversial because of the country. I told people the reason why I wouldn't have went because I was like, it's during 4th of July weekend. I would have just wanted to take the week off.
I'll be honest, they probably would have.
If it was a week later, I probably would have went. Like, to me, at the end of the day, oh, but they don't like black people over there. It's like, first of all, they don't like anybody over there. Like,
we ain't visiting the country anyway.
Well, I ain't going on no goddamn Saudi Arabia. What the fuck? And the thing is, too, is Saudi Arabia is just like, I'm not going to say it's just like every hood in America, but when you go to certain countries and certain cities, you don't go to the ghetto where people say, oh, I want to see the real part. I was like, you don't want to see the real part of Chicago. You don't want to see where niggas get shot up at. Who the fuck goes to LA and says, who the fuck goes to LA and says, I want to go to Compton? Who says that?
Yeah, because people here, dude, are going to be like, well, Saudi Arabia is bad for, and I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying that. But the same people here don't even keep the same energy. Guys, you know what? The LCS is in LA. I've been to the LCS multiple times. Now, in that area, it's not that bad. In that specific area, in that small part of LA where it's at. LA is horrible for crime. None of these people talk about that.
Even when they had it in Chicago.
Cody's son, the guy who was playing for Hunters a long time ago, Medio said on stream, the man was so scared to go to the 99-cent store to get a toothbrush. He thought he was going to get shot.
I mean, shit, depending on what part of town. He got real. Like, LA.
But no, I'm saying the people that are keeping that energy for the Saudi Arabia bullshit, motherfuckers don't even talk about the crime in LA. What China's done for like that slavery shit was going on. Remember that Mulan movie? They were filming on internment camps. Yeah. No one talking about that. No one care about that. But for Saudi Arabia, we gotta make sure our moral flags are out. What the fuck?
I told people I wasn't go to Saudi Arabia or China. I'm not fucking with either of them shits. It's like, even if like I said, unless it was in my contract, if it was not in my contract, I'm not going. Like,
yeah, and they offered a bunch of people, so it's. I don't know how that money must have been very good because there was that one guy who was casting. They got with the short black hair who's been perennially attached to the challenger scene. I'll be honest here. I usually don't say this. I usually don't. But that guy's commentary is boring. Like, he's a boring guy. I could understand why
I know what you're talking about.
I could understand why Riot didn't put him on the main broadcast. He's boring. He's I was like,
he's
boring. I'm sorry, guys. He sucks. He's trash. Honestly, they chose Tigris over his ass. That's heartbreaking because he stinks too.
That is heartbreaking. But Tigris at least has an appeal that he doesn't have no appeal.
He's just really bland. Like, you don't talk about the short Mexican guy with the black hair.
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about. You didn't have to say
my boy Chronicler and Atlas up with that guy's like, motherfucker, Atlas and Chronicle got to carry this motherfucker through a broadcast. This guy stinks. This guy bully Jews.
Hell yeah, they got to carry this motherfucker for a shit.
Motherfucker got no flavor to his casting. Motherfucker talks in the most basic logic, saying the same shit we already know ourselves. Like,
yep, just sleep. Yeah, exactly. Just sleep on it.
Snort. Trash. Yeah.
No, exactly, and that's the
That and because of Riot's bad ecosystem, he has to take money from the Saudis. He got to get paid. He live in LA. He got a mortgage. I understand. He might have kids. I fully get it.
Shit, not even a mortgage. Even if you got rent, motherfuckers, it's stupid.
$2,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment. All these guys got one bedroom apartments out there, or at least 2 bedrooms if you're rooming with someone. Yeah. That's like $2,000 just on rent alone. I know the check was big. I understand it, and he's not been someone that has ever did the virtue signaling shit that I've talked about. And Dagon hasn't done it either. I only said that for people that have been doing that. They're like a quick shot. And Riot fired him for some stupid reasons, obviously. This man is like saying like, "Oh, gay people, pride, and all this stuff," and it's like, dude, you understand why people are mad at you, right? I ain't mad at you because I know you gotta make some money.
Yeah,
but I can understand why they're mad at you, and I usually agree with that crowd anyway. But I understand why they'd be mad. Like you said, you like these people, and you're taking money from people that would kill them. Pretty fucked,
Yeah, and then there's people's like, we gotta go over there and change the policies about, or this one guy I was watching, he calls them the barbecue community because they got a bunch.
Oh no! Oh
God. Like he says the LB barbecue community. And I put a joke in there, and then he didn't block it, but YouTube did because someone's called it offensive. It was like, yeah. You go over there and you go spouting that LGBTQ stuff. They're gonna barbecue your ass. I was like, oh shit, okay, my joke. It's fucked up, but it's like they don't give their whole thing is that shit is a private shit. No one needs to know who the fuck you wants to sleep with. It's like that's why there's like keep that shit private.
Well, the other thing is we're in America, and debatably it's a free country, right? More acceptable here, right?
A little too free. A little too free, in my opinion.
It's the same thing that Warren brought up when I was talking to him on Sunday when he was on. It's like we can't expect to have the same rules and laws that we do. It's their country. They're allowed to not be inclusive. Like you're allowed to not like that shit. Contrary to popular belief, you can like and dislike whatever you.
It's not even like in there. It comes down to a whole religion. It's like homosexuality. 2 people of the same gender cannot create a baby together. You need a third party.
To be honest with you, man, they see that shit as degenerate. Those people are very religious in their own way, to their own god, whatever.
It's the same thing with transgender. They see that the work of the devil. You are mutilating yourself. Because once you cut off your penis, you cannot pump sperm into a woman's vagina to get kids. Because you no longer have an actual penis. Like you can't cut your penis off and then cut it back and put it back on and then think it's going to work the same way. It's not. You cut your hand off.
I'll be honest with you, it's just degenerate. That's what it is. They don't want that degeneracy poisoning their society. And people understand, you have to respect that because you're the people that talk about inclusivity and respect and no hatred. You're the same people that are like, well, why are you? I don't even know. What is the logic? So you people are like, respect, no hatred, inclusivity, diversity, and all that other shit. But when another country has their own way of doing it, they're like, well, I don't like that. No fucking shit. They have their own way of doing things. It's their country. What do you expect them to do? They don't want that degenerate shit polluting their fucking lives.
Because at the end of the day, all that shit you just said, they don't want that. They want to accept it. They want you to accept their shit.
And they also don't want to accept another country's line of thinking because they like to be hypocrites. This is what these people are.
That's what it is. Yeah.
It's pure hypocrisy. I think that's what we know this, man. They don't care about the diversity, inclusiveness, and all that shit, equality. Because if they did, they'd respect their way of thinking.
They care about it, but not the way you say it. They care. Yeah. It's diversity. Oh, you can be gay and black, but gay and white, but not straight and black. It's one of those things where the line of exclusivity and diversity is we care about it in one direction, but not another direction. It's you know what I'm saying? Like they don't. Okay. How do I say this? They care about it in the direction they
don't want diversity of thought.
Yes,
their way.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. They don't. They want you to see.
It's not a cult. That's a
cult. No, that's an absolute cult. Yeah, I don't like cults. I ain't.
They don't want diversity of thought.
I don't want the Kool-Aid, Jim.
They want you to think, feel and absolve every single one of their values, emotions, all that shit. And if you don't do any of those, because we had to have with J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling was mostly, honestly, on their side. She's like, men can't be women. They're like, no, what? Fucking crazy logic we're working with here. And I don't agree with them murdering people. I really don't. But the whole gay aspect, it's like, I can understand why they don't want that degenerate shit polluting their lifestyle.
They don't even go just murder straight gay people. They don't even do that. They don't
that right there. What you said, it's an overreaction. That doesn't happen
because then people say, "Oh, they go and murder gay people." No, they don't. They go.
They don't even show you proof of it. It just you gotta believe it because what the narrative is like.
From what I saw, most of the people that are criminals over there that do sex crime or just happen to be LGBTQ. That's the fucked up thing about it. It's just one of those things where two things could be right. Both criminals are bad over in Saudi Arabia, and most of the criminals they have on there do sex crimes. There's a lot of sexual assault over in the Middle East. A lot of it.
Mm-hmm. But and there's the trafficking and the
trafficking. Oh my god, the trafficking.
Yeah, and I told people I understand you got to take money because I'd rather you take money than be on the streets. I believe that, but you can't be mad at your side of the aisle being mad at you because you're the one professing. So I told people the reason why I don't specifically say certain things is because if there is anything that challenges that and it's got to force me to kind of, stand on certain things, that's why I like to keep things very, open-minded until it actually rises to tell people. Because if you've been someone that's been all this LG blah, blah, blah nonsense, well, I expect you to stand on that when this country is giving you money, but they don't have your same values. These people, like I said before, either they only say it because they're just saying it because it's the thing that is going to get people behind them. It just sounds good to say. Or do you really actually care about gay people? I don't know what to think anymore.
Or do you can care about gay people? It's like
some people only just say shit because it's their job and they have to say it, and that's how they get paid. Like that definitely for sure happens.
But also, do you actually know the crime that happened in Saudi Arabia?
Or are you just hearing about it from secondhand sources?
Because most of it is trafficking and assault against women. It's not even against gay people.
That's even worse because these people would take jobs from Saudi or whatever and say assault against women. Wasn't people mad that crazy shocker? Carlos posted a 10-second clip with Andrew Tate. They're like, we don't want Andrew Tate in the industry, even though Andrew and Tristan, they don't like video games. They consider that shit for like nerds, really.
Yeah.
He wasn't even gonna be in esports. Keep in mind, I followed him straight for a lot. He doesn't like video games. He thinks it's weak and all that shit. And it's opinion. Whatever. I'll have that opinion. It's fine. He wasn't gonna be in the industry, and people flip so hard. We just gotta make sure he does not influence young men. You people influence young men by telling them that LG degenerate shit is good. That's influencing them.
Yeah,
but we can't have that. We can't. And to be honest, Carlos is still running G2. Let's be honest, they're still running.
He's still running.
They're like, nope, Andrew Tate, Carlos, you got to get out of the industry. What logic are we even working with here anymore?
No logic.
Andrew Tate can't be here, but Saudis who potentially, off women and gay people can be.
Yep, off women and men. Like shit, they just off people. They like.
What line of thinking does this community have, which is full of degeneracy? I love League. I really do. I play because it makes me happy. But goddamn, people that follow this game are so beyond stupid.
It's like
Andrew Tate can't be here, but Saudi Arabia can.
It's like Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate kidnapped women. It turned out, nah, he didn't kidnap women.
No proof of that.
That woman was here on her own congregation. She was just stupid. Like the one thing,
a bimbo. It's really
the one thing you could say Andrew Tate's guilty of. He be fucking with some dumb women. You be around some dumb ass women. Like, oh yeah, he kidnapped me. Turned out he didn't kidnap. No, I was here on my own.
Dude, imagine this. The situation where Carlos happened. Sean was no reason.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
All Carlos did was post a 10-second clip of him celebrating a G2 esports celebration and smoking with him. That's it. He didn't have Andrew Tate on a podcast talking about if he's going to join esports or any of that shit. None of that.
Wasn't it Lord that said something?
Yeah, Laura was like, "Fuck Andrew Tate." It's like, shut up.
I'm telling you right now, Laura probably got fucked by a guy who watches Andrew Tate. She looks like one of those girls that fucks.
She looks like she would watch him in secret, but not say anything.
I don't know if she watched him secret, but I'm telling you right now, she probably she looks like a girl who fuck boys. Like she looks like she gets fucked by. Because it's like at the end of the day, what
WC, he didn't do anything. All Carlos did was just post a video.
With that
10-second video. 10-second video. Did nothing wrong. He legit did nothing wrong.
It's like because the whole thing is,
but that requires you to be thrown out of the industry, blacklisted.
Yep.
But Saudi Arabia allowed to be in the industry. What?
To host their old League of Legends tournament, host their old set of tournaments of these games. Because this is not just this is bigger than just League of Legends. This is all these games.
Yeah, people back like you before. That's very, very important that you brought that up. They're trying to basically just run esports and just have tournament or a tournament, not just themselves. They want to have like ESL.
Yeah,
run the tournament.
I was watching videos earlier, esports legend or son. Mm-hmm. They were talking about how they were trying to watch their image. Oh hey guys, we're not just this country where people say we beat women. We're here this and this. And it's like I was like, and it was like,
what a way to start off a video. Hey, I don't actually beat women. It's like, hopefully you don't.
Because that's the number one thing. Oh, Saudi Arabia traffickers this, they hate LGBT. First of all, it's not just Saudi Arabia. It's most of the Middle East. Let's just get that.
How about this, man? Maybe you heard about this before you started watching League competitively. Remember you heard the story that LS was going to be the head coach of T1, but the backlash was so bad.
I remember that.
Couldn't do it. Man, I wonder where that backlash was coming from, people. Man, Koreans.
I thought it because he was white and not, gay. Because I was always thinking a white man's going to run a Korean team.
A white gay man heading with the biggest esport org in the world. Woo! That probably won't go well with your Korean investors.
Definitely, if you don't win anything, woo, that's going to be one of those.
It was crazy. Unless the players were fine with it. It was just more like when it got out to the higher ups in the org, they were like, what the fuck?
What?
And I'm not saying LS to do a bad job. I'm not saying that. I think he would have done a decent job. But
like a white man?
A white gay man in Korea heading the biggest esport org in the world? Woo! I don't think outside of the Carlos Andrew Tate situation, that was probably the biggest backlash I'd seen in a long time.
I heard about it just like, a white man in Korea, that was like, that's going to end well. I was like, all right, cool. I saw it, just kept moving. I was like, oh, yeah, white man doesn't get a job because I was like, and it turned out he was gay. I was like,
people talk about inclusivity and prejudice. Don't you guys praise Korean fans? LCK? Yeah, the biggest esport org in the world didn't want a white gay man running their org.
Running their team. When motherfuckers tell me that black people are the most racist people in the world, you don't know Asians then. Like, you don't know Asians. Most, like, Japanese people don't like Asians that are mixed with black or Japanese with black. Koreans, I'm not gonna say they don't really care for LGBTQ, but it's one of those things where if you're gay, you gotta stay in the closet. It's gotta be
it would just be the hypocrisy of it. It's like people are talking about like T1 and all these other orgs, and it's like, guys, you gotta factor in the Korean fan base were the backlash was huge on LS potentially being the head coach of T1.
Yep. I'm
just saying, but no one called. People didn't say. Where's the stance on that? Where's the boycott of T1 for that?
Ain't nobody boycotting T1.
Boycott Faker. Oh, God, that's cute.
Yep.
Keep dreaming. All right, last thing we'll talk about before we head out, because I gotta get to my one-on-one very soon with another guy.
Yeah.
On very hot private one-on-one. Just kidding.
Okay.
LEC 2024 playoffs preview. First, we'll just get our predictions out of the way. Right now, the first match is SK Gaming versus Team Heretics.
I got SK.
I think the next one is Team BDS versus who was it?
Mad Lions.
BDS should win that. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
G2 Carmine Corp is the last one. Like G2 should win that
one. It's SK Team Heretics. And okay, let me see.
We're gonna right now, so we make sure we have the right one up. Okay, Friday this week for the LEC SK versus Team Heretics. Yeah, 8 a.m. Yep. So we have.
Oh, okay. I keep forgetting that you're 3 hours behind me. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we have 2 matches on Friday, 2 matches on Saturday, and then Sunday 2 matches as well.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the loser matches. I think, I'm not sure.
So SK, BDS, Fnatic,
G2. Yeah.
Is there an upset potential for any of these teams?
Mad Lions.
Mad Lions probably.
Mad Lions is the only one I see upset. Carmack Corp, no. Nah.
GX, nah. If Fnatic lose to GX,
just fail out. Just go to the
go 0-2 drop. Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
go season finals.
Actually,
they're gonna make season finals because they have all those points. So
specifically. Yep.
Just go 0-2 drop. Get the fuck out, please.
Exactly.
Please. If you lose to GX, there's honestly no pressure on GX to win right now. If GX come out and win, that would be so bad. Holy crap. But yeah, man. Anything you want to say before we head out? Any more videos you got coming up?
I got some YuGiOh videos coming out tomorrow. I gotta finish them tonight.
Okay.
I got one coming out in the morning that's already done. Just gotta finish something else.
Edit it? Okay.
It's already edited. I just didn't upload it yet. And then I got another one I'm doing in about an hour. It's about the Blue Eye stuff plus some other stuff. Okay. I'm gonna do that part and edit that tonight. I might put both of them out.
Did you like the support that came out?
Yeah, I mean, me as a Blue Eyes fan, it's like, yeah, I definitely like it.
Is it gonna be a competitive or is it gonna be just casual?
It makes it rogue one of those things where it's like it can compete. I don't think it's gonna be one of those like 2016. It goes to World, but it's gonna be one of those. You take it to locals, you got a good chance of smacking the shit out of your opponents because you go catch them off guard. And it gave us a negate. They finally gave us a negate. We got a negate.
Hell yeah.
It's an extra deck, but fuck it. We take it. Can you give Herald a negate? Because Dark Magician got like 5 negates. They got I'm not even going to talk about goddamn Dark Jagoo, but yeah, that's it. I gotta head out for a bit. But
people have been liking.
W nice talking about this.
Yeah. People enjoyed that you been making new content. I said, man, all you gotta do is get that ball running and you'll just like doing it again.
Yep.
Just you're not gonna be as good as me, obviously, you know that. You're but I'll let you have being a top somewhat G.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, everyone. Let's wrap this up. Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. We are fresh into season 12. We will be continuing covering the 2024 summer splits for the LEC, LPL, LCS, and LCK. Actually, we'll be back here this Sunday, 5:36 PST, to finish up talking about some of the best of threes that we had go on during the weekend for the LEC 2024 playoffs right now for summer, actually. So thank you guys for your constant support. It really does mean a lot, actually. And Cloud9 podcast episodes are going to Rumble. I'm going to put all the VODs there eventually up there. I did a good amount of them so far in season 1. I know I've been very behind on it, but they will go there. New episodes of this show, Cloud9 Podcast and Iron Man Podcast, getting uploaded to the podcasting platforms. YuGiOh channel is about to launch very, very soon. Literally by the end of the week, it should be launched. Gaming channel is done. The technical stuff is done. That should be launching very, very soon. Then I have another thing I want to show you guys I've been working on. You guys haven't seen it yet, but it's really, really big so far. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, I'm trying to work on clipping out the content I've already uploaded in the Iron Man podcast to get those out of solo videos. And we're gonna keep the ball rolling on really amazing content coming out on the channel. So thank you guys so much. Hit the like button, comment down below, hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, and I am signing out, guys. If you're just watching this show, we'll see you guys on Sunday, 5:36 PST, and hope you guys have a